Yeah. Speaking of styles and camps, you and Bilal went overseas and trained with Khabib.
Yeah.
Correct. So, what was that experience for you? Because you talk about safety and training, everything. And Bilal had stated that like they were very reserved, like they took care of each other. Like, what was your experience?
My perspective, it was like watching your baby drown.
Now, when you say that, putting Bilal up with him, right?
Oh, no. And then the lifeguards just telling, shut up, mother, as they drown your baby down there. That was my perspective.
Yeah.
And
how do you explain that? Like, why are they so dominant?
The thing is, they're basic. And even Bilal, I mean, I don't want to. We got frustrated a lot because Bilal's creative. They're not creative. I mean, I'm not saying that, oh, God, I got to watch what they are.
By them, you mean Khabib and his camp?
Yeah, it's not like they're not creative. Each one of them is different. Islam trains different. Like, all of them have a base of grappling. Depending on who you go with, you might throw one kick, and you might not want to, put that much mustard on it. I just want to kick you because I see the opening. No, I'm going to grab the leg. I'm going to take you down. I'm going to hold you there for 5 minutes. And I'm not going to do anything to jeopardize my position. And that is frustrating because I just lost 5 minutes of training my round on the bottom from a kick that I just decided to pull, and you just held me down. You're not gaining anything, and I'm not gaining anything. But
you can't get up.
But you can't get up. They're not training to be creative on the ground and, let me try this leg lock or something. No, you're down.
Now, beat the hell out of you.
Now all the coaching goes to get up. It's not even about the guy on top. So the coaching from Khabib or anybody is going to be get up. I can't get up. And that's it. So now you got 5 minutes of trying your damnedest from a grown man who knows how to mount you, of just holding you there, not really trying to do much. He's not peppering. He's not going for submission. Again, we understand as martial artists, if I go for something, it creates me an opportunity to get out. But if the person on me is just a rock and just holding me, it's a different world.
And you have to be so physically exhausted, right?
Exactly. And then you got another round with Khabib. You understand? Like, there is no soft rounds. And that round is continuous. And in that camp, the camp was way harder than the fight. As you see, the fight was a breeze. The camp was rough. And again, Bilal, though, we went through that camp. It wasn't easy. And again, sometimes when things end positively, you forget the dark shit you went through to get to that positiveness. Yeah. And so now he's like, yo, let's go to Dagestan. I'm like, you ready for that again? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you must have forgot that. But again, because it was time, me there, again, my role, I almost felt like I was just there as a mental coach, as a friend, to just keep his spirits high, to keep his mom's not there, his home cooking food is not there. I'm just there to be like, yo, let's smile, let's laugh. We got another practice in 3 hours. We got to find a way to see some sun before we get to another dark cloud, which is just more drowning. Yeah. And that's the thing, because in the camp, honestly, a lot of times we were training for Brady, but everybody else was training for Bilal, if you know what I mean.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
how are they so dominant, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, how is he, like, what?
Bro, they don't do anything. It's basics. It's basic. No, it's basic grappling. A lot of it. Everything. It's, you know how, like, here, jiu-jitsu day is grappling day. Boxing day is grappling day. Kickboxing day isn't grappling day. Grappling day is like the rice. It's with everything. Everything you do, we can go bike ride in grappling. We can go play soccer in grappling. Yeah. Like, it's coming. And so they don't act like, have you noticed, Khabib never act like he wanted to be some world-class striker. And what you see a lot of these guys in the past do, they try to adapt their game and prove, now I'm this. And then they end up getting beat by somebody who goes and out-grapples them. Right. Because they always try to change their identity, like, I'm not just this.
Ronda Rousey, prime example.
No, her coaching, I would still slap her whole entire coaching staff. Like, bro, like, they had a Lamborghini and just wrecked it. Yeah. But again, if your coach is, and that Bilal will tell you too, I'm a good friend because I'm the one that's going to tell you you're up. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be like, yeah, you know, and there's not a fight that whether we win or lose, that I'm just like, you did great. No, because I'm there to look for the mistakes. I'm there to look for what the next coach is looking for.
Now, with the Sean Brady fight, right? It's funny. I was sitting there, we were watching, my mom sitting there, we were going nuts. You know what I'm saying? She's like, blah, you know. And obviously, Sean Brady was knockout power, everything else. And, you know, you're there corner with Khabib and everything else. Was that ever a game plan? To go hands?
Yeah. The thing was, everybody has, like, Bilal is like, he has a lot of coaches. So everybody gives their
2 cents.
Their 2 cents. You know, you can only, you know, like anything. What you use, it's up to you. But me personally, and you can go back and watch old Sean Brady fights. This is what I saw when I watched him fight. I saw a tank of a human. He's a tank. But I also saw the eyes. And as a fighter, I look at the eyes of when we get hit. How do we absorb it? When I see him get hit, I see the little boy in him. And so, and like I said, Bilal, we got to go light him up. That was my whole thing with him. I said, he'll go through the fire to get you because he knows that once he clasps his hands, he's going to drown you. But he doesn't like the fire. He acts like he likes the fire. He doesn't like the fire. And that's the thing I picked up from Sean Brady watching the footage. I said, Bilal, he doesn't. I watched 4 or 5 fights, and I'm like, this man does not. Now, I'm not saying anybody likes to get hit. But the way Gaethje gets hit and the way, you understand, like.
It's what you do after that.
Yeah, it's the way certain people get hit and be like, You understand, like, some people, you know, like, it's an energy. And for me, I always saw Sean went to his safety net when the going got tough, he was reaching for safety blanket. And then he finds blanket, and then he's comfortable. He's not comfortable until he does this. Till he puts him. So again, all day long, the game plan was we don't let him grab us, and we just light him up. Yeah. That's all we did. And after a while, 2 rounds of that, and he's like, I want to know drown.
Awesome.
So we got to go back to this drowning baby. Like, how do you coach him? How do you coach Bilal are you coaching? You said you were there, you know, as a friend, but like.
No, I'm coaching.
Okay, like when he's in there with Khabib and those guys, like what are you telling him? You know what I'm saying?
Like, it depends on like who's coaching. Sometimes I'm coaching against them. Sometimes I'm coaching with them. Yeah. You know, I would rather be with them. But if Coach Javi and Khabib are coaching for Bilal, then that means I got to do my thing, go coach Giz for Abu Bakr or something. You know what I mean? Like, but for the most part, I would be, you know, there to help coach Bilal. And the thing is, you can try, but unless there's windows of opportunity to tell somebody to, hey, try this, because the person I'm yelling can hear me say it too. So, and they're not doing enough to where it can get lost in a scramble. You know, so it's hard to coach against pure grapplers who don't have a ref forcing them for action. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like if the ref's not there forcing the action, then
it's just you're there.
Then all you can say is get up.
Yeah.
Underhook right, underhook left. Use the cage. You can only say the same.
And you already know it's like, man, this dude's.
Do you feel like you felt a special bond with that camp just based on the faith? Because Bilal had hinted at that. You know what I mean? Did you feel a vibe?
It was a real. It was peace. It was peace, and almost like just knowing the victory was in front of us because we put the work in. Yeah. And I think at the end of the day, when you leave no rock unturned, it's a gratifying feeling. No matter what the outcome is, you know you did everything. You got up and you went to a whole new country almost 2 months ahead of time, 6 weeks, just to make sure that you were ready for everything. And then we end up not even grappling.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. It was just crazy. It was all hands, you know?
Yeah.
Did you feel like you built a friendship with the people in the Khabib camp or Khabib? Or do you feel like there was some sort of like the coolness between you?
Yeah, it was always good, man. Yeah. You know, as far as Islamic faith, it's educational because I'm new, so it would be things like Khabib come bring me a pair of shorts, and I'll be like, "Oh, thank you, bought me a gift." I'm like, "No, just so you can cover your legs." You know, but then it'd be those times where all the fighters are working, and now it's just me and him sitting in a sauna, just cool moments, you know, just like talking for like in an hour and you're hot and you want to get out, but
Right.
but you're like, I'm not leaving before Khabib. And then, just dopeness.
What do you guys like talk about or just chilling like that?
Mainly just life, you know. And the funny thing is, you don't really remember what you talked about. And I remember the next. I said I should have wrote that down. But I just don't. And the farther you get from it, the less you remember.
Right.
But it's just, you just remember vibes, modes. And it's the same thing. How we even, we've been knowing him before he was the rock star. Which again, a lot of people don't remember. Khabib became that after the Conor fight. So like, it was crazy because remember, we fought in Abu Dhabi a couple of times. So the first time we went there, we were like, the step kids. We wasn't invited to the Nas complex or to the Khabib camp or nothing like that. We were down there on our own, just doing our thing. This time it was like different because we always imagine like damn, what is like what they doing? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We always want to know what it felt like, and to have that opportunity this time around to be like, yo, y'all can come with us. Like it's a certain stamp. And then even when he only allowed me and Bilal early on, and then after he got more time, then he allowed Jared and Who's to come in. But at first they like, no, brother, we don't want But really, it's a fill out to see. They don't want too many people that's not in a circle around. But it was just that honor, like, yo, you actually got the invitation, which few get to spend that time, But but it's not fun and games, and it's rigorous, tough training. It's old school training. It's old school dieting, but it works for them, and they have multiple world champions, and we want to let them. We got Leon coming up, so we're gonna go get another taste of that. But it's no fun. A lot of people say I want to go. I'm like, bro, you don't.
Yeah, it's brutal work. What do you think you took away the most from that experience being with him?
It's just like when you're in America, you're training. You can go to a nice gym here, but there's always a weak link. You know what I'm saying? There's always a round off. That one guy that's not as good as everybody else. That you got 6-7 rounds in you. 2 of those rounds might be tough. The other 5 are soft, or might be the other way around. 5 of them are tough too. Every round is a dogfight. Yeah. Every round. So it's like, even if they're not as good as somebody else, they're good. They just in a different way.
Yeah.
So it's just you can't breathe as easily. Your training sessions, no matter who rotates in front of you, you didn't want to see him. You know what I'm saying? It's just like how much you didn't want to see the person who's in front of you. Like, oh, and the one person you really don't want to see is Khabib.
Especially in the back end, you're like, oh,
no. The worst part about Khabib was he's on his own schedule. So we would be like, say the session, we there, and then we would be training. Say we started at, say, 8 a.m. and we're supposed to be done at 10 a.m. It'll be 10 a.m. We're done. We're like high-fiving, good session. Blah! Cage.
Bro, he just showed up.
Bro, that's
But do you think he does that on purpose? Like, so you're worn out, and now let's go, dog. And now it's time to push, or it is what it is.
It's just
like Pacquiao does the same thing. He just wakes up, and whenever he wakes up naturally, then they start going.
That's dope. But for Khabib, he doesn't have to be there. So anytime he's giving you any mat time, any vocal time, it's you better take it. And then even if you don't want it, I'm tired. You're too tired to work with him? Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Hello. In that case. And that's the thing. Like, and another thing they do, every single practice is critiqued. Every single practice is critiqued. Meaning, like, all grown men get on the floor. Coaches on the bench. All the coaches, myself included, we all just give our feedback of each, or if your name didn't get called, you had a good day. Again, what you did wrong, what we saw out of you, every day is critiqued, which is something we don't do here. At the end of our practices, 1, 2, 3, go. That's it. There, every practice is, yo, you look like today, not like that, in an Islamic way.
But a real vantage.
It's a constructive criticism.
Yeah, like you're not holding back. If somebody did bad, like you.
Yeah, no, it's.
But also, it's in your head, so so you leave.
No, the thing is, not being called out is like you
want to be called out.
No,
right?
you don't.
You don't.
You don't. Not being called out is like, yes, I didn't get called out. Like, not being picked on or not being scrutinized in front of everybody, not being brought down to a certain level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, like, you could be up high. You know, like, I'm such and such world champion of Bellator or wherever. I'm one UFC getting chewed out in front of the whole, you know, it's not private chewing out. It's not, hey, yo, you know, you should work on your jab. No. It's in front of everybody.
Yeah.
So, and if I can chew him out, who's higher than the most, I'm going to chew the least, you feel me? And that's the thing. So the days that you did not get called out, you were like, I had a good day.
Yeah.
You know, beyond that, that's what they on. They hey, you look like trash. What are you doing? Did you sleep? Then they would take their phones.
I heard that.
Yeah, they were like, nah, you ain't getting enough sleep. Give me your phone. You know, like, what are you doing? Like, bro, we're here to train.
You
We're
ever
here
take
to
Bilal's
work.
phone, just mess with him? Like, give me your phone.
No, he was good because they knew Bilal was there.
No, I'm saying,
Yeah.
him on the side, like,
Oh,
give
yeah,
me
give me your phone.
dog.
Yeah, we did. Got to the room. But no,
talking to him.
like I said, it's, and I would love to bring that energy to the States, but I'm not. I don't have my own gym and this and that. And so it's just like, at some point, though, if I ever go down that route, all these nuggets, you know,